Hey, can I talk to you guys about the relationships you might be having, especially those of you who are married or in a serious relationship? And I'm not coming at you with a lot of holier than thou lingo. I'm not coming at you as an authority. I'm coming at you as a guy, a divorced man who just wants to talk to you about your relationships. And before you tune out, you might want to think, sometimes you can learn a lot from people who've made some mistakes. What I want to talk about is something that I see a lot when I talk to people who are married, some people maybe in serious relationships, and that is this: they seem to think the grass might be greener on the other side. I'll never forget, I was sitting in a bar with a guy. I don't know why it's making me emotional, and the guy was sitting beside of me, and he was complaining about his wife, and he was saying a few things. I think I was fairly early into my divorce proceedings at that point, but he was just complaining and, talking, asking me about, oh man, it must be great to be single and stuff. And I listened to him for a moment, and then I just said to him, he took my advice, by the way. I said, dude, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go home. Is your wife home? I said, I want you to go home, and I want you to treat her like she is the most wonderful thing on earth, and I want you to begin to cherish her. Now, I don't come up with this stuff on my own. I'm a former pastor, and one of the verses in the Bible that I just love is they're instructing this couple that's getting married, and you get these instructions that basically say this: a man will leave his mother and father, leave mommy and daddy, and cleave. I want you to listen to that word, cleave, to his wife, his bride. And it gives us this picture of where the man, and it's not just the man and the woman are to cherish one another. That they are to be, remember, leave mommy and daddy. Make this person your number one priority in your life. Again, cherish them. It goes on to say, men, and I know some of you aren't religious, and that's okay, but he says, men, love your wives like Christ loved the church, and he was willing to die for the church. So I just want to speak to some of you out there who may be thinking in your mind, men and women, you're thinking the grass is greener on the other side. The relationship's struggling. Maybe you're thinking it's time to jump out. Maybe I can go over there. Maybe I can, maybe that, cubicle number 3, she looks kind of cute, or he looks kind of handsome. And here's what I just want to encourage you to do before you jump out of your relationships, before you jump out of your marriage. Sit down with one another, begin to communicate, get some counseling, but number one, just start cherishing one another. Think about that word, cleave to one another. You hold each other tight, because let me just tell you, the grass is not greener on the other side, and if it is, it might be because it's the sewer or the septic tank. Stay put. Do everything you can. Unless you're in an abusive relationship, you're in danger. Of course, you leave those relationships. But before you jump out, I just want to encourage you, pray for you, that you will begin to reach out to one another, cherish one another, do everything you can to keep the relationship that you have. Thank you for giving me some of your time. Everything I've said today comes straight from my heart.